What's going on to the beautiful Taurians out there? This is Brandon over here on my channel. I'm Wild, here to bring you your energy chakra reading for September. Sorry I haven't been up with you guys in a while. I had to do a little bit of self-work over here in Wild House to get myself right, to also figure out what it is that I want to do on my channel so that I'm bringing you guys the best content that I can bring forth, and also to kind of go forward and let all my new viewers know I don't do the normal kind of tarot reading. I don't do a tarot reading. I do an energetic chakra reading. So this, if you would like to think of this as a supplement to your normal YouTube readers, then please do that. It's not your usual, yes, I do speak on love, yes, I do speak on this and that, but it's more to get your chakras in alignment. It's more to get your spiritual self in alignment with your higher self. Or, yeah, I didn't say that right, but it's more to get you in line with your higher self so that you're on your proper spiritual journey throughout this 3D world. Going forward, I'll be doing kind of a hybrid of the readings that I used to do. I used to do one that was for the week ahead and then one that was specifically for the weekend, but I'll be doing kind of a hybridization of those two things, amalgamating them into one powerful reading for you guys, hopefully. But yes, what we'll be doing for all my new viewers is I'll be pulling 3 cards for each kind of Taurus out there, or Taurus, for each kind of Taurus out there. Excuse my improper noun or improper vowel appropriation there. But yes, what we'll be doing is pulling 3 cards for each kind of Taurus out there. 3 for the Taurus that's single, 3 for the Taurus that's in a loving relationship, and 3 for the Taurus that's maybe a bit complicated. Maybe you're not sure where you stand, or maybe you like your life like that right now on purpose, and you're just trying to, you know, have your fun and do your thing right now, which is it's a beautiful place to be at sometimes. But yes, you're all Taurus. I keep saying that. You're all Taurus. So at the end of the day, you can pull information from any one of the 3 stacks, and they're all kind of fluid usually. They all kind of tumble right into one another because you're all part of that energetic pool that I'm kind of swimming in right now. But yeah, you can pull information from any one of the stacks. You don't have to specifically take one from the single, take one, you don't have to do that. You can take information where it applies and apply that in your own way to your own self, and that should work just fine. Okay, so allow the energy to flow, allow the information to flow, exchange words where you need to, but just have fun with the reading. I hope you guys really enjoy it, because I do enjoy making these videos for you. But let's go ahead and get into it. I know it's been a while. I think the last time I did a video was sometime in August. So I hope August finished out strong for you. I hope that you had a fantastic harvest moon. There's a lot of Friday the 13th energy out there, so it was a supremely energetic event for those that were willing to accept that gift from the divine. But cards are popping out already, and one of them flew so damn far away, I gotta go out the camera for a little bit. But I'm back now. There we go. All right. So, to start things out, we're gonna start with the singles. We're gonna start with the single Taurus out there. The first card to pop out for you guys is the Mind energy. This is the Ajna, and this is a fantastic way to start out the week. This is where you are right now. Your window is open. You're allowing that energy to pour through you from the divine. You're listening to the quiet voice in your head that's steering you on the path to your higher self along your journey. And that's a wonderful place to be in. So continue to do this, because this is a wonderful place to be in. You're not scared to do anything because you know it's exactly what you're supposed to be doing. And that's very powerful for you. And, wow, look at that. Next card to pop out for you guys is Crown energy. This is straight from the Sahasrara. This is beautiful. This is where you want to be at mentally. This is what you want to be thinking about, is that universal intelligence. Be willing to open yourself up to new forms of it. If you're curious about some aspect or some kind of subject that you've kind of, I would love to know more about that, but I just don't have the time. Take a little bit of time for yourself to start learning about it. You can pull up a quick article usually on the internet anywhere and find something really quick that can really be enlightening for you. And that's that universal guidance, baby. So continue to walk down that path. Continue to listen to the quiet voice, because it is steering you right. No matter how much it challenges you sometimes, because, they like to say that the source doesn't give us more than we can handle, but it does love to challenge us to handle what we can. So allow that for yourself and allow your mind to continue to expand. Like I like to tell a lot of people in my videos, don't be afraid to take information from a dumbass, because sometimes they can say something that's really profound, that'll really enlighten you and bring you into that awareness that you need to be in. So continue to expand your mind, continue to learn new things, continue to be open to different interpretations of the world around you. And that's going to be very strong, strengthening for you, especially in the coming week or so. The next card to pop up from my beautiful single Taurus out there, looking all good, is passion. We want to make sure that we're exhibiting passion. This is the heart chakra energy. This is the anahata. So we want to make sure that we're aligning that heart with the mind, with the crown, so that it's all divine, baby. We want to make sure that it's all purity. We want to make sure that it's all universal connection. All right? And the way that you're going to do that is by following your passions. Start getting into things that you used to be into, that you maybe have let slip and slide and kind of forgotten about because you had to adult the hell up. Let's make sure that we're realizing what it was that we once really enjoyed doing, and try to make some time for it, because that's for you. It's not for anybody else. You're not doing this for anybody but yourself. So allow that passion to pour into you so that you can align your heart up to what it is that really drives it, that really gives it the energy that it needs to really, come into that balance, that universal balance that we all are trying to attain right now, or hopefully trying to attain. That's very powerful, Taurus. I like how you're starting out this week. Woo! Get it? And for my Taurus, I'm sorry. I'm going to do a shuffle once again for the Taurus in love. I kind of almost dove in there, so forgive me. It's been a while. I'm a little bit rusty, kind of getting back into the swang of things. What do we have for the beautiful Taurus in love? Starting out, coming up to the mid-September area right here. We're getting close to the end here. But yeah, what do we have for my wonder? Whoop, there it is. There it is. All right. So the first card to pop out from my beautiful, super sexy Taurus is sexuality. And this is sacral energy because it's your sweetness. It's what people like about you. It's what makes people go, wow, Taurus is looking sexy today, or Taurus just has that kind of air about them that I want to breathe in heavily. I know that was a little bit deep there, but let's make sure that we're exhibiting our own sexuality, like you have been. That's one of your powers in your union right now, is just your ability to be sexy and to make your partner feel sexy as well. That's going to be a strength for you guys. That's what's going to be a bond that brings you together, is just looking at each other and saying, I really enjoy being with you because I desire everything about you. So let's make sure that we continue to exhibit that, because that's what you're doing. If things are going harmoniously in your relationship, that's what you're doing. If things aren't so harmonious, maybe you got to bring that back into it. Just kind of scoot all the nonsense, all the noise to the side, or turn that down and just say, hey, you're amazing in every way, and I want to show you how much I love you. You honor people when when you're drawn to them in that kind of way. You honor them by saying, everything about you is amazing, but you deserve that too. So let's make sure that it's an even exchange and that they're honoring you just the same. And we're staying in sacral energy, okay? We're staying in that sweetness, the svadhisthana. That's what the word means. That's what the Sanskrit means, is sweetness. Bring that back into your partnership. Bring that back into your union, so that they realize that they're desired, they're wanted, and you deserve the same. You don't deserve to be treated this way or that because they feel some kind of way, and you shouldn't be doing that to them because you're stuck in your feelings. Let's make sure that we're exhibiting sweetness as much as we can, even if that means we have to kind of tame ourselves and say, this isn't healthy for me, for us. This is not good. We need to realign ourselves to exactly what it is that we desired from each other. That way we can get back on our path together and walk strongly on that path. And in action, throat chakra, Vasuddha energy. We want to make sure that we're communicating beautifully, honestly, with integrity. Don't be afraid to let your partner know about something that doesn't satisfy you, that they do, or don't be afraid to challenge yourself to step up to the plate and communicate some things that you would like to do for each other to maybe bring back the strength in your bond. Okay, don't be afraid to take charge of something, Taurus, because you're very good at that. You're bullheaded in that way. Pardon the pun. Well, no, don't pardon the pun. The pun was intended. You're very bullheaded in that good way, where you're speaking positivity into the world. So let's allow this. Let's make sure that we're communicating in a way that's open and honest without being so harsh that it destroys exactly what it is that we're trying to build. Okay, we want to be the supportive earth beneath our companion. Okay, we don't want to be a vat of quicksand that they sink into and drown in. Okay, so let's make sure that we're communicating in a way that's construction for you and your loved one. All right, and for my complicated Taurus out there, see if we can uncomplicate things a little bit. Or if you're kind of playing the field, let's see if we can bring more strength to the power that you're standing in right now. Pardon. But we're staying with sacral energy here. We want to tend to our relationships, make sure that we're not taking advantage of anybody. You're maintaining, if you're starting out with this energy, complicated Taurus, you have good bonds in your life. You have people in your life that bring that loving feeling into it. So let's make sure that we're not taking advantage of it in a way that's unhealthy for either you or the other person or both of you. But let's make sure that we're maintaining it in a way that speaks honestly. That's the best way to go about something, especially if you're trying to stay away from the normal structure of relationships, is to be honest about exactly where it is that you want to stand and why. You know, give reason to the rhyme. Okay, but let's make sure that we're still maintaining those relationships that bring us warmth, that bring us joy into our life, because we need more of that. And you should be providing that to those that you can, those that deserve it, because it's an even exchange, baby. Anything else is a deficit or a surplus, and that can be positive. That can be a surplus, can be positive, but it could also be a negative. If you have too much oxygen, you can suffocate. And the next card up for my wonderful Taurus, complicated Taurus, but wonderful, is the Ajna energy. Mentally, we want to make sure that we're seeing things as they are, that we're not creating the world around us because we desire to see it in that way, if that makes sense. We want to make sure that we're seeing things as they are so that we can start to form and shape the world into what it is that we desire. Okay, the only way you're going to do that is with a clear mind. Make sure that your Ajna is not clogged up by somebody else's will for you. Okay, if it's somebody else complicating you, you're not sure what the hell they want from you, or if they even want you. Let's make sure that we're seeing that, so that we're not continuing to allow them to take advantage of you. Okay, we don't want to be in that position, especially as a Taurus, because you take us down that path for too long, we're going to gore you eventually. We're going to stab you up with the horns. All right, and that's what it is. You know, Taurus is very strong. I'm a Taurus Gemini cusper, so I'm right there with you. You know, like we're together in this. And what we need to do for ourselves is make sure that we keep that eye wide open, because that's really going to show you exactly how things are, and it's also going to show you where you've been. Tell you where it is that you've been and what you've done and what you've accomplished. Tell you where you are right now. And it's going to give you that future sight so that you can see where it is that you're trying to go. So take some time, do a little bit of meditation, maybe 5 or 10 minutes, still some time for yourself. Okay, Taurus, and really see what it is that you desire in your life. Take into account what it is that you've been through and gone through, so that you put that armor on so nobody can hurt you. And let's start moving forward in our own power, okay? And I'm going to pull one from the bottom to close things out for the beautiful Taurus. Complicated Taurus, but beautiful. Is we're going to make sure that our heart energy, our connections nourish our mind energy, our crown energy. That's why this purple is up here, because at our connections should be that. They shouldn't be anything that holds us back, that makes us doubt ourselves, that makes us disillusioned or resentful, because that's going to close your heart off. That's going to make you not want to mess with anybody. That's going to make you shut down and go into a place of depression. That word was horrible. It didn't come out wonderfully like I thought it was going to. That'll put us in a place of depression, of despair. And we don't want that, especially with our Taurus selves, because we can be strong in positivity, but we can also be strong in negativity too, depending on which way the wind blows us sometimes. But we're earth energy too. So we can stop the wind when we need to and make it go around us, avoid us completely. So realize your own power, step into it, start putting into action things that speak to your heart directly. That way you're not closing your own self off or allowing anybody else to shut those doors for you, because that's not Taurus. We stand strong, we stand sometimes stubborn, but stubbornness is strength sometimes. Being willing to tell somebody no is telling yourself yes. So be aware of that. Start putting into action those connections that nourish you. Keep those around you. Don't allow anybody to close your heart up, because it needs to be open. It needs to flow freely, because that Taurian love is beautiful when it's flowing openly. Okay? Well, that's all I have for you for now, my beautiful Taurus. I hope that wasn't too long. I hope I didn't keep you guys on the limb going on my tangents, because I can't do that. I love to speak with you guys. I love existing in your energy for the short time that we're together. Special shout out to your spiritual team for bringing you to this video. Special shout out to my spiritual team for bringing me here to do this for you. I love spending time with you guys. And like I said, I'll be more consistent with you too, so that I can bring my best and maybe help some people walk down this or walk up the mountain. I'm trying to get there myself. I'm not mountaintop just yet, but I'm trying to get there. We're all trying to get there. But let's get there together. I'll be talking to you soon. Until then, continue to take care of yourself and everybody else as much as you can. I love you all. Peace and namaste.